So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did with...
And the shots! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Batistuta. Guardiola. Olise. Quarter of an hour played. Has a shot! Oh, that's another chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Decent chance! He scores! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to...
And Van Nistelrooy! Van Nistelrooy scores gloriously again! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pass somewhat off target. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Bastoni cuts it out. Guardiola. Messi. Corner given. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bastoni gets it away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Batistuta. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe! Oh, bang on target. Guardiola.
There will be 3
And
minutes
he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi is firing after that one. And he was quick to react. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Oh, super ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Terrific header. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's got it all. And that for him is goal number 10. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
The attendance for this
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Showing great feet there. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Belletti. And he's there to retrieve it. That looks a good ball through. Shot could be shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Guardiola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Batistuta. And it's bounced back off the post. And he lines chance for a shot. Mbappe. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Oh, played through for the wide man. Short changes him with that pass. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Torres. Not the most convincing of passes. Cannavaro makes the interception. Guardiola. And this is Batistuta. And he's surging through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Guardiola! It's their second corner of the game. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And one more try!
5 minutes has been indicated.
And that has fair finished.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Nicely shaped ball. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. As to how this was going to end.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular? Messi! Loose ball now, in for the pieces! Goal! Manchester United! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's
going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester United have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to get it away. And they're back on the ball again. Guardiola. Now it's Batistuta. No way through. He's having a go! Oh, it's hit the post! And now they can clear their lines. And it's Conte. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Batistuta. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Olise gets into a good position. Olise. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Back into the middle. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well timed, excellent interception. Belletti. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting again in a trice, and they are soaring.
There will be 3 minutes.
And that
at a
really
time.
is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United are... And it's half-time here. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter.
Please be made
They've been
aware that
quicker to
smoking
pretty
is
much everything so
firmly
far.
permitted in
The only
designated
thing
areas within
you've got to
these
wonder
grounds.
is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Manchester United are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Messi. Number 3,
That gets things going
Conte.
for the second half.
Coming on the field, number 16, Haaland.
Manchester
Number
United come out this half somewhat
Mainu.
altered.
Well, I think this
Substitution.
is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rice. Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Guardiola. De Bruyne. De Bruyne takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Caicedo. Costa Curta. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Caicedo. He's under a lot of pressure there.
The
Strokes it
attendance
back.
for this match was
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
71,550.
No, again, there's no way through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rice. Oh, this is a very good run. He's in plenty of space here. De Bruyne. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Rice. Quality ball.
Manchester United seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Now it's Ahmad. And that's a good ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Alexander-Arnold. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Guardiola. De Bruyne. And he cuts out the supply. Ahmad. Rijkaard. Guardiola. Gabriel clears. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everyone,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
Trafford.
skies are clear, the noise is
Manchester
fervent,
United
the atmosphere
against Manchester
frenetic.
United.
This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And here's Batistuta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Takes aim and crosses.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Batistuta. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. Baresi. Manchester United finding their passes. And the through ball. It's a promising position. Ball swung in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Conte. Out to the left it goes. What a throw in. Conte. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Back into the middle. Olise shapes to shoot! No way through. Oh, that's superb. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Berbatov, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Guardiola tries to pass it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Belletti. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Those of you
What
making
do you
their
think
way
we're
home
up to
on
after
public
45
transportation
minutes?
Today,
Well,
please
I
watch
wouldn't
the
say it was the
screen
most
featuring
potent
departure times
performance,
from
Peter,
all
but
local major
defensively,
stations.
very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his...
He's having a go! They want to be quick to recover this. Ah, he's given it away! Threads one in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's a goal kick.
Substitution.
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Kante really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Casemiro.
The
And it's
attendance
Mainu.
for this match was 70.
And he's picked out the run.
87.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
No, it's come to nothing. Cannavaro. Guardiola. Mainu. Ball is over the line. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the finish! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, good-looking ball.
That was lovely, that.
He's found the way through.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now, can they get him away? Berbatov. Van Nistelrooy.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Stood up well to him there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitutions taking place. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everyone,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
Old
juices
Trafford.
flowing.
Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury and I'm
against
joined in the commentary box
Manchester
by the
United.
familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly unsung.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That looks a good ball through. Oh, good ball! And that has been cleared. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. Chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rashford really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Pickford is there to clear. Pass somewhat off target. Manchester United so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that has left him in a heap. Rashford, great chance! It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to retrieve it. Valde.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Look at the space here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rafinha. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Rafinha. It's a really well-measured ball. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. De Jong spots it and intercepts. Pedri. Rafinha. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
After 44 minutes is number 10, Yamal.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the
There will
half-time
be
team
1 minute
talks.
added time.
One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now I'd just like to
let's
read
not
out
beat
how
about the
fan
bush,
club
Peter.
members
It's
were
been
celebrating their
fairly
birthdays
flat, and
today.
the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Araujo. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Conte. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Balde. And it's Olmo. Now it's Pedri. Stood up well to him there. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester United are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Guardiola is onto this. Guardiola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution.
Some resolute defending there. De Jong. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That ball looks a good one. He's beaten the last man.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Matheus Cunha. Can he finish? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Substitution in progress.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chosen to go back, and he's in on goal. And he's cleared it out of harm's way, and they're back on the ball again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Guardiola,
There will be 3
the
minutes
most accurate
added time.
pass. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's delightful. He's found a way through. And that will be the final act. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kalidou Koulibaly. It's easy to just focus on the physical side of his game, Peter, because he's so powerful and quick, making it basically impossible for a forward to get the better of him in a one-on-one.
Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Rijkaard. And it's De Bruyne. Passing nice and neat. Oh, good take in a good area. It's full on! It's hit the upright. Conte. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Forlan. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Rolls it backwards.
Just too much pressure. Had to go.
Oh, what a mistake! Manchester United are looking to break at pace. It could be in here. Great chance! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The less said about that pass, the better.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Pep Guardiola. Coming on to replace him is
Manchester United
20,
making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Owen. And this is Forlan.
Has been indicated.
Rijkaard just eases him off the ball. Now it's Owen. Chance for a shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the hope.
And the first 45 minutes are up. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Now it's Messi. Costa Curta. Looking to play him in. Olise picks it up out wide. Fired deep towards the back post. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Corner number 2 then. A sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
649.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's found the way. Messi! And it's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So is this the start of a comeback? Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Manchester United finding their passes. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Cannavaro pressing high and with purpose. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. And this is Batistuta. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Del Piero ready to try one.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Del Piero! They've got to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Baresi. Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get on the end of this? De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Baresi.
There will be 3 minutes
Conte.
added time.
And here's Batistuta. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see it. And that's it. Manchester United were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everyone.
Gorgeous,
Welcome to
gorgeous
Old
evening. The
Trafford.
skies are clear, the noise is
Manchester
fervent,
United
the atmosphere
against Manchester
frenetic.
United.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've always admired this striker, Sesko, Peter, because he's got that flair to his game, that swagger. You see a lot of it in his clever link-up play, and when he's making movements inside the box, his anticipation.
Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he skips past his man.
Oh, shooting chance!
Manchester United are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Messi is onto it in a flash. Conte. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bruno Fernandes. The ball has bounced loose now. Olise receives it in a wide position.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nice sequence of passes this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's been slipped through. Belletti.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Lisandro Martinez calmly anticipates. Guardiola. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here.
And the shot!
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1
That's a
minute
cute
added
ball.
time.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Manchester United leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into the... Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Guardiola!
Decent hit from there. Tries to pass it through. What a throw in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Over to the left. Ah, the less said about that pass, the better. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
And Messi! Loose ball now. In he goes again! Could be danger here. Chooses to go back. Guardiola! That's another chance.
And the finish!
Played his face. In with the challenge. Your impression so far, Jim?
well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Played out wide. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Conte. Guardiola. He's tried one! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Guardiola. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Out for a throw. Aimed beyond the defence.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That is a great pick out. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.
Guardiola.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Manchester United have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And it's made its way to him. He's real chance!
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop it...
Sesko! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Goes for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That pass has been well intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. And this is Del Piero. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, they've got it again. Decent chance! Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out of play for a throw. Turns back here, probably the best option. So we're still where we started right now. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Is number 20.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Del Piero.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Elects to cross. Header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He can get that clear. And here's Bergkamp. Šeško. Del Piero. Oh, good take in a good area. That's a decent clearance. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. It's hit the upright. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Nice interception, well timed. Deftly away. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Bergkamp, he is through here. This looks promising. Menu. Out for a throw.
Substitution.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Del Piero. Ugarte. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Menu. Played into space out wide. And Del Piero! Oh, that was no routine save.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now the breakaway. That's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Number 11, Zirkzee.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Circe, and he's away. Knocks it into space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away. Bruno Fernandes. Big chance! One-on-one!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Neymar! Oh, another save.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 23. Shaw.
So now we're going to get those
Coming on the
changes we have
field
been
is
expecting.
Well, for
number
me, this was the
13.
obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It'll be 3 minutes at a time.
And the number on the board is 3. He's found a way through. Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, nicely intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everyone,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to the
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Del Piero. Neymar, foot in. Matheus Cunha. What a throw in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
After 14 minutes, is number 20.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to play it through. Neymar. Now it's Del Piero. Spread it left. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that was never going to make it. Šeško. Back in possession and ready to go again. And he was quick to react. And he thumps it clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that's gone loose. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Played out to the left flank. Ball's gone out of play. Now it's Del Piero. And it's Tonali. Nicely weighted ball. He's found some space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Is there any support? He might not need it. Nice physical challenge.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Del Piero. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Neymar. And this is Batis. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Interception, his positioning was spot on.
There will be 1 minute.
It's a great gallop down the right hand side. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! Well, now in he goes again. He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only two. There's the whistle for half-time. To review the first half.
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Manchester United ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. De Ligt. Menu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the pass is intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it's Bergkamp, and he's managed to get free.
Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Martinez. That'll be a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Šeško. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Back towards the middle. That's good running with the ball. Lisandro Martinez spots it and intercepts. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes is onto... has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Costa Curta. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Look at the space. It's Neymar! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, it's terrible.
Bergkamp! He scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Nicely spread.
Šeško!
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that's another good win of the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. That is good alertness. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's in on goal. Oh, he's burst through. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that may well be that. That is that. Manchester United looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for
I'd
them.
like to draw your attention to the
Bergkamp
screen.
claiming the man of the match award, and there is... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Manchester United have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Hauser did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, good spread. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Manchester United finding their passes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now, can they get him away? It's a really well-measured ball, but that has not gone well.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Del Piero. And he's heaved it away. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager...
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Right card. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cannavaro. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Olise. And they've got a throw. Crosses it in. Pickford claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Hazard. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to pass it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Del Piero going full tilt down the left. Pass somewhat off target.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
He won't be happy with that one. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this.
Just the goalkeeper's a bit. Chance! Oh, taken with style! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Coming on the field is
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Takes a shot! Batistuta! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest highest order.
The goal scorer for
And
Manchester
surely that
United
clinches it. There
after
really is
82
no way
minutes
back
is
now.
Number 15.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Robert Lewandowski.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
There will be
Well, it
5
didn't look
minutes
good for a
added
while,
time.
but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Henderson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that has put paid to that. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And he was quick to react. Out to the left it goes. That has been cut short. He's found a way through. Olise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, played right into his path. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Donatoni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Batistuta. Picked out brilliant shot at goal!
He scores! Again in a trice, and they are soaring!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you,
Real chance! Goal! Right back in the game!
So smooth. A signature finish.
what about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, this looks sharp. Batistuta, he's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one.
Big chance!
And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free. Olise, he is through here. Back into the middle, well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And please join me in
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Neymar, nicely shaped ball, and the through ball. Batistuta, he's shifting through the gears here. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good spread. Marquinhos makes the interception. Plays a sharp little ball here. Quality ball. Batistuta is herring after that one.
71,550.
Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Fiore looking to play him in. Baresi cuts out the pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar, and the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Oh,
Can he finish? Sticks it away!
a 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Olise. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Donatoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he spark a counter here? In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Donatoni. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And now the breakaway. Nicely weighted ball. Tonali. Bergkamp looking understandably energised after his goal.
There will be 1
That's
minute
really
added
well
time.
manoeuvred. Tries to play it through. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up.
Shot a goal! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Šeško engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Del Piero. Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ugarte. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. To Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. He's got away. Matheus Cunha's cross. They want to be quick to recover this. And that has been clubbed away. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's away. He's through. It's one-on-one. Shoots! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Neymar. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Matheus Cunha. The message is clear, none shall pass. Lisandro Martinez calmly anticipates.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
A quick
at
reminder
this stage.
today that smoking is only
Manchester
allowed in
United
areas shown on
are
this
heading
map.
into the break
Thank you for your
very happy with
cooperation.
how it's gone so far. Here we go again. De Ligt cuts it out. No, again there's no way through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Matheus Cunha. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's Bergkamp. It's played through for him. Face to takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Batistuta, and he's lost shoots!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
I doubt. Takes a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Matheus Cunha.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's got away. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! In he goes again! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Batistuta. That is a great kick out. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Del Piero! Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious. Big chance! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Matheus. And the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb. I think. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Manchester United
And a quick
absolutely
announcement today
dominated
that
that half,
memorabilia from
Peter,
today's
and
match
now
is
it's
now
all
on
about
sale in
game
the
management.
Stadium Hall.
There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Manchester United are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And the game has already resumed here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Tries to pass it through. Not the most convincing of passes. Manchester United really do look to have it all sewn up here. Matheus Cunha. Isak. That is a brilliant interception.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
The attendance for this
Well,
match
who
is
saw that coming? It has certainly made things
70,987.
interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be...
He's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Tonali can see things others simply cannot.
There's the shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lisandro Martinez tried.
And Batistuta!
It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tonali is onto this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Tonali. Good take, and is he in? Matheus Cunha. Well, that has not gone well. Oh no, what has happened here? Isak finds himself offside.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Tonali. And this is Del Piero. Poor robust challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Tonali.
He's going for goal!
It's anyone's ball now.
Substitutions taking place.
So, third corner of the game. Manchester United awarded another corner. Manchester United get their fourth corner.
Terrific header!
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Bergkamp!
And it's come back out to him. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. They're up to 5 corners now. De Ligt clears it away. And this is Del Piero. Zirkzee. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was...
So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everyone, and welcome
Gorgeous,
to Old
gorgeous
Trafford.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the
Against
atmosphere
Manchester
frenetic.
United.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And already we're underway here.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Baresi gets good distance on it. Oh, that's well spotted. Shifted it to the flank. That's been cut out, well played. Tonali.
Owen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Inzaghi. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Howson tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's been flattened there. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Owen. That is good alertness. Rijkaard. Manchester United finding their passes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Mateus. Howson wins the duel this time. Cannavaro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might... And Del Piero! Superb goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Shot, surely! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Neymar. Rijkaard. And here's Owen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
The attendance for this match was
Nicely weighted ball.
71,550.
Nice interception, well timed.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
No way through. Cannavaro makes the interception. Looking for the run.
Oh, super ball!
Real chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rijkaard. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Defending was strong and firm. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Rijkaard. Zirkzee knocks it out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught napping.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Batistuta. Mateus. And that will be the final act. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to today's
juices flowing.
match. Manchester
I'm Peter Drury,
United
and it's a pleasure to be
against
alongside
Manchester
Jim
United.
Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Shot it! It's bounced back off the post. And this is Del Piero. He's found a way. And Batistuta! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. And he's quick to get it clear again. Stood up well to him there. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now there's a fine ball. And he's cut it out. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now that's well seen too. Looking to play him in. That pass takes a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And this is Neymar. Kukcu. And it's Neymar.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And this is Batistuta. Del Piero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. And it's made it. And the shot! They've done it! Just one goal in it now. Game on! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's come loose. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And he's had it nicked away, and he's worked it through. That's a little off target. Now it's Del Piero.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's Bergkamp!
And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Batistuta!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
That's great control. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He has found a way through. Deep cross. And the keeper beats it away.
Can he finish?
Oh, he's been caught now, and the keeper couldn't hold it.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Del Piero is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's...
Tries a shot! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away!
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just...
Oh no, what has happened here? Fires it in low. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's gone for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Ahmad. Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's hit the post. He's got a goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
There will be 5 minutes
Things
added
looking
time.
so easy, almost too easy here. It's their second corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. That's travelling a long way. 5 minutes to add. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Just the goalkeeper's a beat. And he shoots! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teams? I'm someone who likes the
Shot, surely!
And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
He's forced to go back. Has a look and plays it forward. Matheus Cunha. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So it is still 0-0. Oh, good spread. Neymar. That's Tonali. He's beaten a chance! It's bounced back off the post. And we have our very first corner. And a few accusing looks coming his way. Throw in.
Oh, super ball.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And this is Bergkamp. Now there's
There's the shot!
it's loose and
Oh, he's been charged for a shot! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United, Del Piero.
Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. De Ligt. Shaw. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And he's on a charge. Lovely bit of skill. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway. And this
He's had a shot!
it's run loose. Who's going to get there? A whisker away from making it 4.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
So, third corner of the game. It's hit the upright. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Big header!
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most...
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's a sharp little ball here. That is lovely.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Great ball. That is Snuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And we have our very first corner.
Del Piero! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Batistuta. Might be danger here. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Corner number 2 then.
Neymar with the short one.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Del Piero!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Manchester United have reclaimed it. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Bergkamp.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket.
And De Bruyne! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And this is Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, important interception. Azar. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's bustling through here. Tries a shot. Big moment. Massive goal.
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defence.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's heaved it away. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Just face-to-face with the keeper. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tonali, Del Piero, looking for the run. Oh, it's Bergkamp. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. That has not gone well. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. That ball looks a good one. Just a big chance! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tonali. Now it's Batistuta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Batistuta. Albert Ferrer. Van Dijk.
He won't be happy with that one. And he's on his way! There's the shot! Now who's going to be... applies the finish! Kane. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United into the lead once more. So what's your view on that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's Bergkamp.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. And it's Neymar. Great chance! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, the
referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to set
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Kukçu gets across to intercept that. Played back in. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending.
He's had a shot!
Terrific effort, just off target. Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And they're back on the ball again, looking to play him in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's only too happy to take that back. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that pass isn't the best. Manchester United are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Bernardo Silva. Quality ball. Driving on and making good progress. He can run onto that. And he's there to get it away. Bergkamp. Oh, perfectly measured that. That is good alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shot.
Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United!
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that has put paid to that. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Tries to play it through. It's a threatening ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aimed in towards big header! It's in! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that is at... And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And a quick reminder today.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Manchester United really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay.
Up he goes! Loose ball now. In for the pieces! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Manchester United take the lead. Rijkaard. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Van Nistelrooy couldn't squeeze it through.
For this match was 71,600.
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, that's a little loose. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, well sorted. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nice interception, well timed.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Baresi cuts it out. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He steps in and that's the end of that. Menu, oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Batistuta ploughing through the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rijkaard. And it's Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pretty loose pass. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
We have already started here.
The press climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's been given away. He is through here. He's through and all alone. Shot. He's having a shot. Marvellous goal.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar gets good distance on it. And he's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Del Piero. And there's green grass ahead of him. Doué. He's got away. Some good work on the right flank here. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Baresi cuts it out. And it's Bergkamp. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Shoots! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Shot a goal! It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Oh, that is outstanding! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
A case now of complete control.
There will be 3 minutes.
A sharp little ball here. And he was quick to react. And he can clear it away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Manchester United very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Threads one in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's managed to get free. Tonali short changes him with that pass. Dybala. And here's Forlan. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Bergkamp. Aims beyond the defence. He's away! Nicely weighted ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
After 60 minutes is number 20.
Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
United,
He
number
gave it
19.
plenty and some,
Diego
thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit
Number
with
20.
genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Number 17. Hector Cristiano.
It's become a case of men against
Coming on the
boys.
field, number 24.
Oh, well played.
Number 13.
Bergkamp.
Mohamed Salah.
Del Piero
Number 10.
is the type of player who
Cunha.
always likes
The
having a bit of
attendance for this
space in
match
front of him.
was 71,649.
Cleared away. Neymar. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Neymar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. And here's Mohamed Salah. Bergkamp. Oh, he's been caught on it, and a chance! And yes, it's there! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Number 13. Mohamed
He's still trying to make a game of this.
Mohamed Salah.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Number 15. Dybala. Number 9.
Manchester United have
Conte.
got it back, and they'll have
Coming
another
on
go.
the field,
Now
number
it's
8.
Batistuta,
Mateu.
and that could set him on his
Number
way.
37,
He's one-on-one,
Mason.
surely! Oh, great keeping, snaffled out the danger.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Spread out to the left. That is good alertness. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's managed to get free.
Takes a shot!
And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Rodri threads one in. This is Batistuta. Saliba tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been...
Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number 1 contender, and he's done it again.
Robertson goes steaming forward. He is through here. Good read, needed to be. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
And this is Del Piero. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here.
Big chance! It's in for the pieces! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Mohamed Salah into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Neymar. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Has a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
So now,
And the referee brings the first half to a close. How would you review the first half?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose
Thank you very
again.
much for your cooperation.
Manchester United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bergkamp. Mohamed Salah. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Del Piero. And this is Bergkamp. That is lovely. Now who's going to be first to this? And this is Neymar. Manchester United have reclaimed. He's tried one! Now who's going to be first to this? Manchester United in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Martinelli.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
Bruno Fernandes. And he was quick to react. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? And the pass is intercepted. Neymar. Now, can they... Bruno Fernandes! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bergkamp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, easy pickings there. Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. Bruno Fernandes. Szoboszlai has it in a wide position. And he shoots! Well, now it's a... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Chance, surely! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Manchester United could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope...
So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Bergkamp showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He won't be happy with that one. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Nice physical challenge. Tonali can see things, others simply cannot. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Bergkamp. Bruno Fernandes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's intervened well there.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well-timed, excellent interception. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's got away. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard passes short and sharp. He's in a great position here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick reminder today,
Or to
everybody,
review the
to
first
make
half.
sure to put
Well,
any
simply
litter
put,
in the
Peter,
bins
they haven't been
provided.
good
Thank
enough
you for
to
your
trouble the
cooperation.
opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Tonali. Closing.
And a chance!
Bergkamp. And this is Bergkamp. Corner given. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to get it away. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Del Piero.
The attendance
Matheus
for this
Cunha.
match was
It's Menu.
71,898.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Solid goal! No mistake! The breakthrough strike!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that has been clubbed away.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Face to face with the keeper. An uncompromising challenge. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played out to the left flank. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Referee's given a throw. That's a nicely weighted puck.
He rises!
And that could come back to haunt them.
Šeško was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, terrible pass. Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero. And the shot!
They've scored!
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Nicely intercepted. Looking to play him in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ugarte puts his foot on the gas. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Bergkamp. Now it's Del Piero. He could be in here.
And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising!
And they are pulling clear here. It was... And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Final whistle today.